cover complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Quan Alexander, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to let this one. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Alert!
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jaron Reed has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Rush in.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Go! 180! Right there. 56. Go!
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
I got you.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. I got motion. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right there. Lock in.
They go play action with Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Undercrunch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. I got him, on me. Ran, throw.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Yellow. Mike 5'9". Hey, where's that? Mike, check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run, Devontae Freeman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, 18. Pick up the ball. Check 99. Check 99. Ran. 6-6. Pull it high.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Trubisky, he sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop. Alert. Shit.
General West.
Say.
Hey, ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, Ridley.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Grant. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Mike 35, Mike 35. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Play action. It's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's Coleman here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Boyd, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm here all day.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play action. Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
59. Watch the run. Tight yard. Check 24. 57 color.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in cap.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch tight end. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down. A Bear sack. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. 15.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The former Sooner, Cody Ford, second-round pick back in April, guilty there.
Yellow. On the line. Kill. Turn up. Attack. Hey, rip left. 35. Right side.
Now Mahomes. And he rips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
We ain't beginning. 15. Don't get nervous. 35's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He finds Humphreys. That one a breaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Hero 15.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's get it.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B, let's go.
To throw is Mahomes, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex